I've been a judge for almost 14 years, and the most effective punishments are those that fit the crime and teach the offender a lesson they'll never forget.
My court is a people's court. Every day I see 40, 50, 60 people. Every day brings a new adventure. When I first went on the bench, I saw people that would commit one offense. They might be fined for 2 or 3 more months, come back again, and it would repeat and repeat and repeat. There had to be a better way. I had one case with a couple, and they had defaced a statue of baby Jesus at one of the churches. I said, let's have them walk from the scene of the crime to the police department and then make a general apology with the donkey and then the billboard type sign on it. Sending young people to jail oftentimes has a reverse effect. And it becomes a status symbol. But let that same young, impressionable individual be humiliated a little bit, boy, his friends are not going to be high-fiving him. Oftentimes, victims don't get their chance in the court to get their vengeance. So here's your opportunity. I'm going to give you that chance. Nothing in this world is 100%, but with the success rate that we've had, it's amazing. It's a lesson, and you hope that it's a lifelong lesson.
Now, Judge Cicconetti has been the judge of municipal court for 14 years. Okay, so you had 2 teens that put 666 on a nativity scene. So you had them lead a donkey through the streets with a sign that says, "Sorry for the jackass offense." You had teens that flattened the school bus tires, so you had them throw a picnic for the school children.
These boys let the air out of the school buses. They had to call school off that day. And I tell them, you are not going to deny these little kids their school picnic.
So instead of sitting in a jail cell or doing some probation and going to see somebody, you had them do something relevant to their offense. They make good.
Well, it was relevant because they wrote out the invitations, they paid for the picnic, they supervised the picnic, they served the food at the picnic, and you know what? Everybody had a great time. Those kids are off to college. They have never been back.
All right. You had a man who called a cop a pig, so you had him stand on a corner with a pig and a sign that said, "This is not a cop." You say that sometimes your stated goal is to humiliate and embarrass them.
So what? If it teaches them and they don't come back again, we've done our job.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.